Hello, good morning, everyone. So, last we were doing was the play called Pygmalion, and after that we had you had your holidays, you had your Diwali break, and you all had been submitting your assignments and things, and now we are again back on track with the play Pygmalion. Now, I'm moving forward. Before I move forward in the play, I will just go give you a little bit of a recap on what we did, because you might be like, oh, what is ma'am talking, I don't remember and all that. So I'll just give you a quick recap. In the play Pygmalion, what happened was that one day it was raining very heavily. There was a daughter, there was a mother, and there was Freddie. Freddie had gone out to get a taxi, and there was a man who was keeping down notes of everything happening. There was a flower girl who came, and there was a big argument that was happening in the church because the flower girl tried talking to the gentleman, and there was a man who looked like a detective. Okay, and it happened, and this girl felt that maybe he's writing something bad about her character, maybe he's writing something very very rude about her character. So this flower girl gets little offended and starts arguing with this man. Now what happens is that the flower girl comes to know that this man, this detective sort of a man, knows many languages. Even this gentleman knows many Indian languages, but this detective sort of a person knows lot of languages. From the distance, if a person is speaking, he can come to know from which place the person belongs to. Now what happens is that this was a kind of like a recap, like a very small chota sa recap I gave you about the act 1, and we had started with the act 2 in Pygmalion. And in the act 2 we come to know that this flower girl reaches the house of reaches at this house of Higgins and Pickering. Higgins is the detective, and Pickering is that gentleman. He reaches to their office, and she tells this man that teach me the language, teach me how to speak proper English, because I am not speaking proper English. If I speak proper English, I can get a better job, I can get a good job. Now what happens is that Higgins, who is the detective, tells the flower girl that, look, you can't afford me, I charge a lot of money, and I'm little expensive and things like that. You cannot afford me. So this girl says, really, I'm ready to pay you whatever money you want, this, that, whatever. And finally there's this gentleman whose name is Pickering, tells Higgins that, okay, I give you a challenge that you have to teach this girl proper English. So they start with an experiment of teaching this little girl English, flower girl English, and this is the whole thing that has happened. And now we will move on in the play ahead. This was a very very chota sa summary which I gave it to y'all. Okay, and if you all don't remember what I had taught, please go back and see the videos again. Okay, now we will move forward with the play. Higgins. It's almost irresistible. She's deliciously low, so horribly dirty. Lisa. Okay, so this flower girl ka name was Elizabeth or Lisa. I ain't dirty. I washed my face and hands before I came. I did. Pickering. You're certainly not going to turn her head with flattery. Higgins. Mrs. Pierce. Oh, don't say that, sir. That's more way than one of turning a girl's head, and nobody can do it better than Mr. Higgins. Though he may not always mean, I do hope, sir, you won't encourage him to do anything foolish. So now what happens is this Mr. Higgins tells this flower girl that you look so dirty, look at you, you're wearing dirty clothes, okay, your face looks very dirty, it looks like you haven't had a bath. So this flower girl says, I'm not dirty. Okay, she's speaking in broken English, and she's saying, I'm not dirty at all. Before coming to meet you, I had washed my face, I had washed my hands, and after that I had come here. So I am not dirty. Okay. So what happens is this Pickering says that So Pickering says that why you like irritating this girl. Okay, તું એનું મોઢું ધોઈ દે કે તું એનું ગમે કર, એ જેવી છે એ એવી જ રહેવાની છે. Whatever you do, whatever if you flatter her, if you wash her face, if you wash her hands, what she is, she's just a flower girl. She's going to remain like that. She's going to look poor how much ever you try to do or whatever you try to do. So Mrs. Pierce says that don't encourage it. Okay, don't tell all these things to Mr. Higgins. Mr. Higgins is very, very capable. Who is Mrs. Pierce? Mrs. Pierce is the servant who works over there. Okay, so says he don't irritate Higgins. He is very, very capable of turning anyone into however he wants. Okay, he can even look a poor person look rich. He can make a rich person also look very, very poor. Higgins. What a life but a series of inspired follies. The difficulty to find them too. Never lose a chance. It doesn't come every day. I shall make a duchess of his delegated gutter spine. Lisa. Oh. So Higgins says that I have the power to make a person from a gutter. Basically he is referring to the flower girl. Okay, bhai, she looks like a gutter. Okay, she looks like nadi ka keeda. I can make her look like a duchess. Duchess એટલે queen. Okay, જે ડચમાં જે લોકો રહેતા હોય ને, કિંગ ને ક્વીન હોય ને, એને ડચેસ કહેવાય. So and the king is called the duke and the queen is called the duchess in I'm talking about Dutch. Okay, so what happens is this Mr. Higgins tells Pickering that I can make a gutter wala person also look like a duchess. And that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make her look beautiful. Everybody will think she is so rich and everything. Okay, that is the hobby I have. That is the thing that I have. Okay, the talent. Higgins. Yes, in 6 months. In 3 if she has a good ear and a quick tongue. I will take her anywhere and pass off as anything. We'll start today now, this very moment. Take her away and clean her, Mrs. Pierce. Monkey brand, it won't come off any other way. Is there a good fire in the kitchen? So Higgins says that it is going to take me 6 months to train her, to speak good English, to look like a rich person, to be delicate, to be like have grace, to look like a woman. Okay, to have a grace like a woman and like that lachka machka and all that. I'm going to teach her, I'm going to trim her, train her like that. Give me 6 months. And in 6 months, I'll train her. And if she's very good at learning English, okay, and she has this quick way of getting knowledge and putting in hard work, તો હું 3 મહિનામાં બી એને ટ્રેન કરી શકું. But minimum, like maximum 6 months, minimum 3 months I can train her. Higgins tells Mrs. Pierce, go heat the water from the kitchen, take her away from here, clean her up, make her look proper. Okay, she's all very dirty right now, so please clean her up and take her away from here. I will start the training from today itself. Mrs. Pierce. Yes, but Higgins, take all her clothes and burn them. Ring up Whitley or somebody for new ones. Wrap her up in a brown paper till they come. So Mrs. Pierce says but. So Higgins says I don't want to listen but what or whatever. Take her away, clean her up. Whatever clothes she's wearing, take that clothes away and burn those clothes away. I don't want to see these clothes of hers ever again. Call up Whitney. Whitney must be some designer or a shopkeeper or whatever. Call up Whitney. Tell Whitney to get very, very good clothes. Until the person gets good clothes, wrap her in a brown paper. Okay, like normal આપણે ચાદર ઓઢીને બેસે ને એવી રીતના એને બેસાડી રાખજે. વિટનીને ફોન કરજે, એને કહેજે સૌથી તારા બેસ્ટ કપડાં અહીંયા મોકલાવે અને એના બધા જૂના કપડાં બાળી નાખો. મારે નથી જોતા એ કપડાં. ઓકે. Lisa, you are no gentleman. You are not to talk to such things. I am a good girl. I am. I know what the like of you are. I do. Mrs. Higgins, we want none of your leason grow pudry here, young woman. You have got to learn to behave like a duchess. Take her away, Mrs. Pierce. If she gives you any trouble, wallop her. No, I will call the police. I will. But I have no place to put her. Put her in a dustbin. Oh, come on, Higgins. Be reasonable. You must be reasonable, Mr. Higgins. Really, you must. You can't walk over everybody like this. Higgins thus scolded Subsidy. The hurricane is succeeded by Zephyr and amicable surprise. My dear Mrs. Pierce, my dear Pickering, I never had the slightest intention of walking over anyone. All I propose is that we should be kind to this poor girl. We must help her to prepare and fit herself in her station in life. If I did not express myself clearly, it was because I did not wish to hurt her delicacy or yours. Lisa, reassured, steals back to her chair. So this Lisa gets really offended. Okay, imagine koi tamne gutter ke, koi tamne our words use kare, so you don't like it. So Lisa says that, look, I know you're not a gentleman, and even if you are a gentleman, you are not supposed to talk to me like this. Any girl deserves respect. Yeah, come on. Anyone who is there deserves, at least not as a girl, as a human being, deserves respect. Higgins is scolding her. Okay, Higgins is calling her gutter. Higgins is calling her a lot of things. This really irritates her. She tells, look, you are not a gentleman because you are talking to me like this. તું તારા સેલ્ફને જેન્ટલમેન કહે છો? તું કેવી રીતના વાત કરો છો? તારીમાં કેટલી તોછડાઈ છે. Okay, don't talk to me like this. I am a person. I deserve basic respect. Okay, so Higgins says, please આને અહીંયાથી લઈ જાઓ. So Mrs. Pierce says કે હું આને ક્યાં રાખીશ? Okay, એને નવડાવું ધોવડાવું fine, but એ રહેશે ક્યાં? Where is she going to stay? So Higgins says, whatever, dustbin માં મૂકી દે. I don't care. Basically, he is talking very rudely. So Mrs. Pierce says, look, Mr. Higgins, she is a human being. Okay? Whatever, however poor she is a human being. She doesn't deserve to be spoken like this. Be little respectful. You can't walk over everybody like this. Walk over everybody like this means કે તમે બધા હારે આવો વ્યવહાર ન કરી શકો. તમે આની હારે કરો છો, ઠીક છે, મારી હારે કરો છો, ઇટ્સ ફાઇન. તમે બધા લોકોને આવા રૂડલી વાત કરો ને આવી તોછડાઈથી વાત કરો, ઇટ્સ નોટ રાઇટ. સો મિસિસ જે પિકરિંગ હોય છે એ બી અગ્રી કરે છે કે હિગિન્સ, યુ આર વેરી રૂડ. You can't talk to people like that, like, right? Like, you can't tell them ki dustbin ma rahi lese and you are a gutter and all that. It's not nice. Okay, come on. Imagine someone calls us an idiot, we get irritated. Okay, someone calls us donkey, monkey, તો આપણને ગુસ્સો આવે છે. આ તો બિચારી ફ્લાવર ગર્લ છે, ગરીબ છે, મદદ માંગવા આવી છે, ના પાડી દો, ગમે કરી દો એને, ડસ્ટબિનમાં મૂકી દો, આમ કરો તેમ કરો. Why are you saying like that? Okay, so Higgins says ki look, so Higgins જવાબ આપે છે કે look, હું કોઈની ઉપર વોક ઓવર કરવા નથી માંગતો, હું કોઈની ઇન્સલ્ટ કરવા નથી માંગતો. આઈ એમ નોટ હિયર ટુ ઇન્સલ્ટ એનીવન. આઈ એમ નોટ હિયર ટુ મેક એનીબડી ફીલ લો, બટ ઇટ ઇઝ માય ડ્યુટી to be little strict with her because I need to make her into a duchess. I need to make her look like a queen. Queen ખાલી લુક્સથી ન લાગે, રાઈટ? તમે વાત કેવી રીતના કરો છો, તમારામાં કેટલી નોલેજ છે, એ બધા આર ધ ક્વોલિટીઝ ઓફ અ ગુડ ક્વીન. So I need to make her look like a duchess. It's my duty, right? So I have to be little strict with her so that she is trained properly. Okay? So please, I am really sorry, હું કોઈની ઇન્સલ્ટ કરવા નહોતો માંગતો. This is what Higgins says. Well, did you hear anything like that, sir? Pickering, never, Mrs. Pierce, never. What's the matter? Well, that's the matter, sir, that you can't take girl up like that if you were picking up a pebble on the beach. Why not? Why not? But you don't know anything about her. What about her parents? She may be married. Gone. There, as the girl very properly says, gone. Married indeed. Don't you know that the woman of that class looks worn out, drudge a 50-year after she's married? Who would marry me? So Mrs. Pierce says that, look, she might have parents, she might have a family. What if she's married? How can we keep her here in our house, or where are we supposed to keep her? We need to keep her safe because she is a girl. She could be married, she could have children, she could have family, she could have her own parents. અગર એના પેરેન્ટ્સ ગોતતા આવશે અને એને અહીંયા જડશે એની દીકરી, તો આપણે એને શું જવાબ દેશું? What if she is married? So Higgins says she is not married. Look at her. If she is married, she would look like a 50-year-old because she is poor. તો ગરીબ હોત તો એને વધારે કામ કરવું પડત, કેમ કે એને મેરેજ થઈ ગયા છે, એના છોકરા હોત તો બી એને એટલું કામ કરવું પડત કે 25 વર્ષની બાઈ બી 50 વર્ષની લાગવા માંડત. ઓકે, બેસિકલી હેલ્થનું ધ્યાન ન રાખે અને ઓલ દેટ. સો this is what Higgins says ki look, she's not married. Okay, if she was married she would look like a 50-year-old because she's from a poor family and she would be working very very hard to get money for the family. So she is not married. Okay, so Lisa or Elizabeth says I am not married. Okay, she says ki I am not married at all, I am single. Who is going to marry a person like me? Look at me. Higgins: by George, Eliza, the streets will be strewn with the bodies of men shouting themselves for your sake before I have done with you. Nonsense, sir. You mustn't talk to her like that to her. Lisa: I'm going away. He's off his chump. He is. I don't want no Balmis teaching me. Higgins: oh, indeed. I am mad, am I? Very well, Mrs. Pierce. You needn't order in new clothes for her. Throw her out. No, oh, you have no right to touch me, Mrs. Pierce. You see how that comes of being saucy? This way, please. Lisa: I didn't want no clothes. I won't have taken them. I can buy my own clothes. Higgins: you're ungrateful, wicked girl. That is my return for offering to take you out of the gutter and dress you up beautifully and make a lady of you. So Higgins says, so basically Lisa says, look at me, who is going to marry me? So Higgins says, ki, once I change you, once I make you look like a duchess, once I make you like a queen, તું જોજે રસ્તાના બધા તે આદમી છે તારી વાહે ફરતા હશે, બિકોઝ બધાને તારી હારે વાત કરવી હશે, બધાને તું એટલી અટ્રેક્ટિવ લાગીશ, અને I'll make your body look so nice and I will make your body look so hot that everybody is going to come behind you, like wanting to talk to you and all that. So Lisa says, don't talk to me like that. Okay? Imagine, nobody wants that, right? Nobody wants men to follow them like that. We are not objects. Women are not objects of sex. Okay? So Lisa gets very irritated. Lisa says, look, this is too much. Okay? I can't take this insult anymore. You teach me good English. I can afford to buy good clothes. I can afford to wear whatever clothes I want to wear. I just need you to teach me good English. But I don't want you to talk to me like this. Okay, if this is the case, I don't want to stay here, I don't want to learn anything, it's okay, I'll go away. So Higgins tells Mrs. Pierce, please throw her out of here, I don't even want to see her face. So Lisa says, look, I have my legs, I have my hands, I can walk out of the door, you don't need to throw me out. Okay, so Higgins says, you're such a wicked girl. Okay, તું કેટલી wicked છો. ઓકે, હું તારા માટે આટલું બધું કરવા તૈયાર છું, મેં તારા માટે કપડાં ઓર્ડર કર્યા. Higgins tells Mrs. Pierce, please call and cancel all the clothes. So this flower girl says, look, I need to get respect. Okay, I don't want to wear nice clothes, good clothes or whatever. I just want to learn good English and that's it. Mrs. Pierce, stop, Mr. Higgins, I won't allow it. If you are that wicked, go home to your parents, girl, and tell them to take better care of you. Lisa, I have no parents. They told me I was big enough to earn my own thing and turned me out. Where's your mother? I have no mother. Her that turned me out was my 6th stepmother, but I am done without them and I am a good girl, I am. So now what happens is that this Mr. Higgins tells, कि you are a gutter. Okay, Mr. Higgins tells Lisa that you are a gutter and I was ready to make you look like a beautiful person. Okay, and you are so ungrateful, you are so wicked, you are so shatir and all that. Okay, so Mrs. Pierce gets irritated. Mrs. Pierce says, Higgins, stop it. Okay, please, you don't need to call her all such things. Mr. Higgins, stop being so wicked, stop being such a villain. Okay, and she tells, Mrs. Pierce tells Lisa, you go home, tell your parents to take care of you. This man is stupid and Mr. Higgins is being very wicked like a devil. Okay, so he's being devil, he's being very rude. You go away to your parents' house. Okay, they will take care of you. So Lisa says, I have no parents. Okay, so Mrs. Pierce says, you have a mother. So she's like, જે મારી છઠ્ઠી સ્ટેપ મધર હતી, સોતેલી માં, છઠ્ઠી 6th નંબરની જે મારી સોતેલી માં હતી, એને મને ઘરેથી બહાર કાઢી નાખી અને એમ કીધું કે હવે તું તારી રીતે કમા અને તારી રીતે જી. ઓકે, સો આઈ હેવ નો બડી, આઈ હેવ નો પેરેન્ટ્સ, આઈ હેવ નો મધર ઓફ માય ઓન, બટ આઈ એમ અ ગુડ ગર્લ. Higgins, very well then. What on earth is all this fuss about? The girl doesn't belong to anybody, in no use to anybody but me. You can adopt her, Mrs. Pierce. I'm sure daughter would be a great amusement to you. Now don't take my more fuss. Take her downstairs and... But what's to become of her? Is she to be paid anything? Do be sensible, sir. Oh, pay her whatever is necessary. Put it down in the housekeeping book. What on earth will she want with money? She will have her food and have her clothes. She will only drink if you give her money. So what happens is, Higgins says, what's the fuss about? What's this big problem about? She has no parents. She has no mother. She's like a nobody. She has nobody. So Higgins tells that she's definitely useless because she has nobody. Okay? So she can be a good use to me. I can teach her or whatever. And Higgins tells Mrs. Pierce, if you want, you can adopt her like your daughter. She will be a big entertainment to you. Okay? Take her downstairs and keep her in the room where the books are there. Okay? Keep her downstairs over there. And anyways, we have bought her clothes. We'll give her food. અગર આપણે એને પૈસા દેશું તો એ એનું દારૂ પીશે, એટલે બેટર છે કે આપણે એને ખાવાનું પીવાનું આપીએ અહીંયા જ તે, અને કપડાં વપડા તો એને આપશું જ તે, અને એનું તો બિચારીનું કોઈ છે નહીં. ઓકે, તો એ બધા આમ જુઓ તો યુઝલેસ જ છે, તો એની બેટર છે કે હું એને કે મિસિસ પિયર્સ તમે એને અડોપ્ટ કરી લો અને હું એને ઇંગ્લિશ ભણાવીશ. ઓકે. Lisa, oh, you are brute. It's a lie. Nobody ever saw the sign of liquor on me. So Lisa says, you are so brutal. You are so cruel. I don't drink alcohol. મારી ઉપર ખોટા ખોટા blames ન નાખો. Okay, she tells. Pickering. Does it occur to you, Higgins, that the girl has some feelings? Okay. So Pickering, the gentleman who was there, okay, now finally speaks up and tells Mr. Higgins, okay, do you have any sense that this person has emotions? You are saying, you know, she's nobody, she's nothing, she's useless, she might drink. You're putting such blames on her. Do you even know she's another person with feelings? You don't even know her. What are you talking? You're hurting her. Stop hurting her. Okay, this is what the gentleman says. Higgins, oh no, I don't think so. Not any feelings that we need to bother about. Have you, Eliza? I have got my feelings same to anyone else. You see the difficulty. What difficulty? To talk to her, to talk to grammar, the more pronunciation is easy enough. I don't want to talk grammar. I want to talk like a lady. Mrs. Pierce, will you please keep the point, Mr. Higgins? I want to know on what terms the girl is to be here. If she has, is she have to have any wages, and what it is to become of her when you finished your teaching? You must look ahead a little. Higgins, what to become of her if I leave her like a gutter? Tell me that, Mrs. Pierce. That's her own business, not yours, Mr. Higgins. Well then, I have done with her. We can throw her back into the gutter and then it will be her own business again. So that's all right. So what happens is, Mr. Higgins says, look, I don't care about feelings of any person. I am a teacher. I am here to teach. I don't care કે એને feelings hurt થાય છે કે even એમાં emotions છે કે all that. So Mrs. Pierce says ki, tell me what am I supposed to do of her? Okay, like are we supposed to pay her anything? Okay, are we supposed to give her some money, or give him some salary or money or whatever? So she says, and he says ki, what will become of her once you finish teaching her? જ્યારે outside world માં જશે પછી શું? What if she goes again being poor? What if she again goes back to being a gutter? So Mr. Higgins says that is not our problem. Our problem is only to train her, to teach her. પછી એનું શું થાય છે, that is up to her. Totally up to her on what is going to happen to her. Okay? So with this I will stop here for today's class, and this was the discussion till now that has happened. So please go through it, and if you don't understand anything, please message me. I again I'm telling you, I am available till 4 o'clock in the evening. Beyond that, I do not work at all. If you all message me at 10 o'clock at night and tell me, ma'am, please answer, I'm not. Clearly. If again I get any messages of such kind, I will block the person. I don't care. Seriously. I don't care. Whether you want to complain to whoever you want to complain, you can complain. I upload my classes like really early so that y'all can get time for other classes. Okay? And I complete my work on time. I promised you I'm going to give you material. I gave you material for David Copperfield, right? The novel David Copperfield. I gave you the material, gave you the question answers, gave everything on time. It is your duty to submit the assignment on time. If it is not getting submitted, message me. You message me that ma'am, my assignment is not getting accepted at 10 o'clock at night. That means you're sitting at 10 o'clock to submit your assignment. Have you any sense? I gave this assignment way back. So those people who have submitted late assignment, their marks are going to get cut. For example, 4 days if you have submitted the assignment late, so 2 marks will be cut for each day. So total 4 twos are 8 marks are going to get cut. 10 days, then 10 twos are 20. 20 marks ka assignment is also not there. So 0 I'll put. I am very strict with that. I give my material on time. I need your assignments on time. I am sorry. I am not going to take any nonsense. I got a message saying that ma'am, my phone was not working. So I got a new phone. So I am submitting my assignment late. Take your bull crap excuses to yourself. Okay? What you have to do is take your mama's phone, take your father's phone, take your brother's phone, take a picture, convert it into PDF from their phone and upload it. Or if it's not getting uploaded, fine, I understand. You have my WhatsApp number. Plug it into your parents' phone and send me the PDF. How hard is it? So keep your excuses to yourself. Okay? Because I submit my things on time. I've said, okay, by this week I'll give this, by this week I'll give this. I've done it in time. Okay, so please, everybody has to submit their assignments on time. Okay?